请大家注意看，一位中国19岁的少女在擂台上突然暴怒，竟然施展出威力惊人的碎骨肘击，随即就将美国女拳王的下巴打碎。紧接着，她又冲上去一阵疯狂肘击，打得美国女拳王直接躺倒在擂台上。这一幕可把在场的所有观众都吓坏了。随后，中国选手就在擂台上开始热舞庆祝。这种霸气的回应方式，相信足以让那些嚣张的老外们彻底闭嘴。这位一肘打烂老外下巴的小姑娘名叫王小花，虽然她现在还不到20岁，但却已经成为了国际擂台上众多老外的噩梦。在取得13场比赛连胜的战绩后，王小花更加自信，直接将目标指向金腰带，打算成为下一个世界冠军。然而，仍然有很多不服气的老外，甚至诬陷王小花是通过不正当手段获得连胜战绩。这种行为彻底激怒了王小花，导致她在之后的每一场比赛中都痛下杀手。甚至只要是她的比赛，场下的医护人员都要比平时多好几倍。但美国拳坛并没有因此而妥协，而是选择出重金聘请各路顶级高手来阻拦王小花登顶世界冠军。首当其冲的就是众多赏金猎人中人气最高的瓦尼亚。为了让更多中国拳迷能看到这场精彩的比赛，希望屏幕前的各位兄弟能长按点赞3秒。小编在此祝大家早日赚到100万。现在比赛正式开始，戴着红色拳套的是咱们的中国选手王小花，蓝色拳套的则是美国的赏金猎人瓦尼亚。瓦尼亚为了打败王小花并拿到高额奖金，在开局后表现得非常激进，恨不得直接剥夺王小花的移动空间，将王小花逼到擂台边缘后，更是直接选择了下前抱摔。看来瓦尼亚对这场比赛有着十足的信心和把握，所以才会如此主动。
Good takedown defense by Stamp right there. She's already starting to make her frame here on the clinch, but you can see Jihan's strong in the clinch here, pushing Stamp against the cage like this.
Step to the back against the cage, trying to escape, throwing knees to the body of Jihan.
Yeah, I like Jihan keeping that pressure, keeping things nice and tight so Stamp can't utilize the clinch and start throwing those elbows. She's really good at that, especially with the redirections inside the clinch to create the space, and then she'll find time to throw those elbows. So it's really smart for Jihan to stay nice and tight, start looking for those trips, and start chaining.
从比赛的节奏来看，目前美国聘请的神秘打手在擂台上气焰嚣张，展现出极强的压制力，让人感觉十分恐怖。但咱们的中国选手王小华并没有因此而产生丝毫恐惧，他反而用尽自己所有的体力在奋力挣扎，因为他很清楚，这场比赛不仅关乎他自己，更代表着中国拳台。很多台下的老外都在等着看他的笑话，所以无论如何，王小花今天一定要全力以赴，将自己所有的本事都施展出来，就算输也要输得精彩绝伦。
Yeah, Jihan's got to scramble. Good job to create space with the hips, get back into half guard. She's got the underhook on the right side. She's got to stay off her back. She's going to use it to get back up, take the back stand. Beautiful back take right there from Jihan. The shadow cat's moving well early on. Nice defense.
What a great scramble by Stamp there. You can see that once she defended that takedown, she actually landed a knee on the exit of that thing and then led to 2 more knees on the ground.
Yeah, she isn't just trying to defend. She's trying to have offense in that defense by utilizing those knees and those short-range elbows. But Jihan's being...
看起来，美国选手今天显然是打算在地面上终结这场比赛，取得1点优势后，他就持续地对王小花进行地面缠绕，犹如一条蟒蛇。处于被动状态的王小花也感受到了紧张，然而目前他依然没有什么更好的应对办法。双方在擂台边上极力的纠缠，也使得现场的节奏变得格外紧张。
Jihan try to take this thing to the canvas.
Stamp looking for that switch there.
Stamp's got good defensive wrestling. The way she's keeping her back up against the wall, so she's not going to go flat under her back, so she can work her way back up. Jihan needs to turn her off of the cage and try to get her back onto the floor. Stamp needs to keep her back there so she can work her way back up. She has to try to pull one of those legs out or create separation in her legs, so the grip starts to break with Jihan. You can see Stamp Fairtex is reaching in between the leg there of Jihan so she can hit that switch and she can create a little bit of movement. Jihan's keeping her legs nice and tight. She's going to try to triangle the legs here. She's going to try to move her legs around the legs of Stamp Fairtex so she can get a more dominant position.
She's going to have trouble, though, because that grip that she has around Stamp's legs is just low.
此刻，王小花一直被压在身下，在短时间内也难以施展有效的应对招式，于是她只能凭借自身的拳法，不断地对瓦尼亚发动攻击，以此来维持自己的比分不被拉开。当然，瓦尼亚此时压制住王小花，并非是最后的局面，很明显，他打算趁着王小花稍有松懈的那一瞬间，直接使出绝招，将比赛彻底终结。
30 seconds to go, round
See,
one.
now Stamp has the break. Now she's got separation. She might be able to work her way back up onto her feet.
She eats a couple of bites on the way up, but she does get to her feet, the Stamp Fairtex.
You know, that was a stand-up that was like 90 seconds at the making the whole way through.
And she comes out with a heavy right followed by a stiff jab inside the final 10 seconds. Fairtex gets to her feet and starts swinging to close round one.
Say this.
现在比赛进入到第二回合，实际上守卫和瓦尼亚一直都处于上位压制着王强，但在点数上并没有取得太大的优势，反而被王小花刚强不屈的毅力给惊到了。不过瓦尼亚并没有打算就此罢休，而是继续主动发起进攻，不断的对王小花进行内围施压。王小花此时也清楚对手的内心想法，感受到了巨大的压力。只是王小花更是通过组合连击不断的进行反击。王小花也很明白自己在内围状态下并不占优势，所以尽可能通过来回拉扯的方式来寻找对手的破绽。
Hook of Jihin's doing good work. Because you can see how low Stamp carries her right hand, right? She keeps it cocked and loaded, ready to just fire it. But Jihin with this pressure is moving forward, but she's getting touched on the entry now. Stamp going to the body.
Straight right to the body, and then that jab to the face of Jihin.
You can see the little snarl that develops on Stamp's face, how she gets focused and intense as she starts to let go of some of these strikes.
Yeah.
Nice left hand there, again landed by Jihin. Great defense. What a sprawl by Stamp Fairtex.
But Jihin's doing her best work, which is moving forward because it doesn't allow Stamp to just get into that timing and keeping her range in combinations. See there?
在两人不断的努力缠斗过程中，王小花终于是将节奏给重新抢夺回来。此时的瓦尼亚也失去了大量体能，反而从一开始的主动压制，现在变得毫无还手之力。相信瓦尼亚此时也开始后悔，在赛前如果自己的嘴巴老实一些，恐怕下场就不会这么惨。台下的全迷观众个个聚精会神，都想一同见证这创造历史的奇迹一幕。
She spent a lot of time grappling. She's a high level
under the
jiu-jitsu
chin.
experience,
She's
but
under the
Stamp
chin.
stuck it under the chin. Jihin's got to defend. She's got to peel that arm off of her head.
Oh, it's
It's
coming
getting
in.
tighter.
Stamp.
Oh, great job by Jihin to peel off the top hand.
She doesn't have the rear naked all the way in. Stamp, if she wants to be able to finish this, needs to go to a short choke there. Start applying that pressure with the forearm to her back. I would switch to a gambit grip here and use the forearm on the back on this short choke. But Jihin's doing a good job of defending this choke all the way around.
Jihin has to defend the right arm of Stamp Fairtex, and then she can peel off the left arm, which was underneath the throat. Now she's got two hands on one, and she can work to spin into the guard or create a little bit of movement. Here is Stamp Fairtex.
要知道，赛前瓦尼亚可是十分嚣张，现在被王小花给揍得满脸是血，完全都是他自作孽不可活。同时，小编也发现了一个千古不变的结论：凡是在擂台上叫嚣嘲讽的选手，一般下场都会被揍得很惨。今天这场比赛就是一个典型的例子。不过客场作战的王小花还是不能有任何松懈，尽量在最短的时间里将对手给 KO 终结，拿到最终的胜利才是硬道理。
The leg. Stamp went after the leg line.
40 seconds remaining as the action picks up.
Look at Stamp Fairtex striking on the knee.
Stamp trying to lock it in.
This will be crazy if Stamp wins via people hurt.
Jihin able to wriggle free with some shots to the body of Stamp.
Stamp able to recover guard, get back into full guard, and stop that possible guard pass coming from Jihin Ratuan. Very tough. Jihin's not done yet.
10 seconds. Final 5 seconds of this very entertaining fight. Women's MMA on her back, Stamp, and that's it.
终于比赛也是结束了，王小花不负众望，成功的赢下了这场比赛。那么你认为王小花的表现怎么样呢？欢迎在评论区留言，我们下期不见不散。